Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I'm guided to do a twin flame check-in today because I want to see how the twins are going. Some divine feminines have been a little bit unwell or a little bit stressed out. The divine masculine has been busy, many of them either working or having family commitments, over this period. Interesting divine masculine. He's kind of wanting to say hello today. Divine feminine. Wow. Let's see what's going on with you first. Okay, bottom of the deck for divine feminine is OMG, the devil in reverse. The devil in reverse can mean a few different things, but today it definitely means that you've been dealing with, in the past, some kind of karmic situation that no longer serves you. Okay, this might be that thing I had in my eye the other day. It was only an eyelash, but remember I said maybe there's something you're not seeing. What are you attached to, divine feminine, that feels burdensome? Is it a person? Is it a place? A location perhaps? Or maybe a work situation that you're no longer interested in? Maybe it's a group on social media that you don't like anymore or that you don't feel safe in. That's what's coming out for you. Divine masculine has a lot of people he needs to compensate at the moment. Some bills coming up for him. Also, this can be gift giving at Christmas time, having to, maybe if he's got children, give to his children or give to his, I want to say in-laws, and I also want to say, friends and families. He may be going out and having, a social time with people at this time. Christmas is usually a time where people get together in the 3D physical reality. And divine feminine is thinking about the connection again. She knows it's a divine connection. She's known that for a really long time. She also knows how exhausting it can be, and this is why I'm saying some divine feminines have been a little bit under the weather. Perhaps they've got, a little bit of a cold or a little bit of a, I don't want to get out of bed in the morning, that kind of feeling, And it's because they don't know where they stand in the connection. Many divine feminines are feeling lost, not knowing where they stand in the connection. Really lacking the strength to have the faith. On some days they're lacking the strength and the faith to keep going because they're just so tired. It's not that they don't want to in a spiritual sense, but it's just that they're actually physically tired. So there's this need for relaxation, rejuvenation, to watch the diet, to eat healthful foods because they will make you feel good, and for no other reason than that. I'm not trying to be one of those people that say you can never have pizza or anything like that, but it's just this need for her right now to get more vitamins and minerals and also to drink more water. That's coming up as a big theme. For some reason, I want to say these sticks that she's carrying, it's kind of like some divine feminines might be going and having a bonfire or roasting marshmallows or something like that. But they're not feeling it, you know. I know some of you who live in the US may have, I think they're called s'mores or something like that. Tell me what they are. Is that the same as marshmallows on a stick? I'm not quite sure, but that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. I'm getting this campy feeling, or this need to get away, this need to relax and rejuvenate. In the thinking space for the divine masculine, there was a massive pause there. And the reason there's a massive pause there is because he has some messages he's trying to come through with. And many of them are overthinking before they come and talk to you. Wow. Okay. This is right. The reason is, okay, in the recent past, they were working a lot. Okay, and so they get the same card as the divine feminine. You know, I'm kind of knackered in my physical reality. I've kind of done a lot lately. I don't really know how to go on. Look at the mirroring going on here. Wow. 2 different decks. The big deck and the little deck. So he's kind of knackered, but he is making a decision to move towards the twin flame journey. Whether he knows it's the twin flame journey or not is irrelevant, but he's still making that leap forward, perhaps not coming in as quickly as divine feminine would like because of this exhaustion. You know, her exhaustion is mirroring in his world, and he is also exhausted. You know, it's as if this guy on the card is walking uphill. You know, it's like an uphill battle. And so I feel like many divine masculines are holding back a little bit with communication simply because they're exhausted. The divine feminine, despite maybe feeling tired, is really trying to keep the faith. This is the yes card. She kind of wants to do that noise where she goes, wee, you know, like as if she's going down a slippery dip. You know, her feeling for the divine masculine hasn't changed. She does hope that she is still his wish fulfillment, though. Sometimes she can doubt that. So it's never a great idea to doubt the connection with your twin flame, because what can happen is, you know, our thoughts can manifest, and of course our thoughts then turn into feelings, and these feelings manifest. So if she's doubting the connection, it's going to take a whole lot longer for all of the things to come into fruition. So this has kind of been the energy of the last few readings, is that, you know, at first divine feminine was, you know, getting pissed off. Where is my divine masculine? Why isn't he coming in? I'm exhausted on the journey. If he's not going to come in, I may leave the connection. And then she tried to go back into the unconditionally loving space, which she's still trying to do. But then we've got this umming and ahhing about, should I give my emotion away or not? You notice how the cups are upside down, and if the cups are representing emotion here, it's like all of the emotions flowing out. It's kind of like she just doesn't have any more to give. It's like, yeah, I really love him, but I'm freaking exhausted, you know. I need the swearing bill. Here's the swearing bill. I'm freaking exhausted. Donkey's laughing. Donkey says he loves you very much, and he's also freaking exhausted because Cookie, and we forgot the swearing bell again, didn't we? Cookie has been in his ear chirping all day long, and he's getting sick of it. So we're thinking about maybe having different sleeping arrangements for those two. No offense, Cookie. Alrighty, so let me get back on track here. So it's not really that the divine feminine is trying to push doubt into the connection on purpose. In fact, it's kind of just happening. And where I am in Australia today, it's been a really strange day. At first it was hot and windy and dusty, and now it's like there's a really cool change and it looks like there's a storm brewing. So it's kind of like if the divine feminine was a weather station, she could give some proper weather to her divine masculine, because on one hand she's, you know, she wants to be all sunshine and rainbows. There's no other cards here that look like a cyclone. But you know, she kind of can sometimes twirl it around and make a bit of wind, you know, like not literally, that sounded bad. You know what I mean? She can make a bit of, she can be a force to be reckoned with in her own energy. So be careful of how you do that, divine feminine, because, you know, the universe kind of wants to give you what you wish for. You know, imagine that you had a magic lantern and you could make 3 wishes. You know, rub this magic lantern and a genie pops out and you've got 3 wishes. Be careful what you wish for, because the universe is trying to send you what you want all of the time. So keeping those thoughts positive and keeping your energy stable is very important. How is the divine masculine feeling? Well, some of them are having sleepless nights. Some of them are having negative thoughts. And this is translating from the energy of divine feminine being unsure about the connection. He's also unsure about the connection. He knows the truth of the love. Okay? He knows that that's the truth. Is she even single anymore? Is she even willing to give her time to me anymore? Is she even willing to what's the word I want to use? Dabble. D-A-double-B-L-E. Dabble. Is she willing to dabble with me anymore? He's kind of a little bit taken aback. He's not quite sure. He's sure and then he's unsure, and this is a manifestation directly from the conscious part of the journey, which of course is the divine feminine, because in the recent past she closed off her heart. She was like, not giving my resources anymore, my time, my energy, my goodwill, my faith. You know, I'm going to be confused about what I want. On one hand, I don't want this connection because it's pissing me off. Right? And on the other hand, I do want this connection because I know it can be fantastic and wonderful. And so we have 2 facets of the connection here. We have the 3D reality and the 5D reality. And in the 5th dimension, no consciousness reality, which is kind of that imaginary realm where you do meditations, you know, that feeling space where you feel your twin flame. It all feels tickety-boo right there. Feels wonderful. I was like, yeah, we can have a wedding, we can have a home, we can invite my father to the wedding, or my brother's cousin's sister's fiance, whoever that man is, we don't know. He's the mystery man. We can get some dogs. Maybe we can have some kids. Is there a kid down there? There's a kid down there, right? Now he knows that she's the one. Look at this. This is, I love you unconditionally. You're a sweetheart. I want to come out of this hanged man phase. Some of them have already come out and sent messages. Not too many though, which is kind of unusual around the Christmas period, right? So they want to come out of this hanged man state. They want to stop being Robin Hood, hiding in the forest. But then they're lacking this passion. And the passion is lacking because of the divine feminine's wishy-washy kind of energy, which is exactly why I made my manifesting course. So if you don't know why your divine masculine is not coming back in, you can do that course. It's available in modules, and you'll see a big turnaround once you learn how to manifest. We've got two aspects here which are coming up. We've got the 3D, what's going on in the 3D physical reality, and what's going on in the 5D. These are really different places of being. In the 3D, we can fall quite easily back into ego. We can be judgmental of our twin flame and of ourself. We can get tired, we can get hungry, we can get, emotional in that space. But in the 5D, it's completely opposite. This is the 3D. Let's look at the 3D here. I'm confused. What do I wear? What's everyone going to think of me? Maybe I shouldn't do that job. Maybe I should. Do I really have to get up at 10 o'clock in the morning? 10 o'clock? That's a bit late. Depends if you do night shift, I guess. Who's plotting and planning against me? Maybe my cousin doesn't like me. Maybe my girlfriend's brother's sister's auntie, has the hots for me. That's weird, right? There's all this weird stuff going on in 3D. And then when you go to 5D, it's like, you can almost hear the angels going, they're singing their little tune going, this can happen, this can be bliss, this can be wonderful. You can bring heaven down into the 3D if you want to. But that's the challenge, right? The challenge is this. This is holding on. We need to detach. So it's this detachment that's necessary for the twin flame journey to occur. Divine masculine. Oh, okay, in a minute we'll hear from you. Divine feminine, you want to say something to the masculine right now. I know I have some masculines who watch my channel, and I kind of leave you guys out sometime. Take gender how it resonates, of course. So let us see what's going on for the feminine. She wants to say some stuff. She's looking for her daddy, right? Excuse me, daddy. This is who's your daddy, right? She's trying to manifest him. She's like, even if I have to dress up in a crazy robe, put an imaginary lemon skate on my head, and drink out of a strange cup that looks like the Holy Grail, and find 10 million flowers to surround myself from the florist, I'll do it. No matter what I have to do to get my twin flame, I'll do it. I've meditated. She's kind of yelling this. I've been loving and kind. I've been batshit crazy at times. I've been really strong. I've even tried to go on social media to forget about him. I've even tried to deceive myself. And then after I did that, I went and grounded myself. And then I yelled at my cousin's sister's brother's mother because she was being a twat at that wedding that I went to. Right? And so she's kind of turned herself upside down with all of this exhaustion. Right? She's like, I'm freaking exhausted, don't you know? I can't do this forever. I can't hold space. Hello. I love you, Divine Feminine. You're so funny. You crack me up. She's like, there's only so many angels that will listen to me. Archangel Michael's sick of me. Even God's had enough. Right. she's missing the commitment from the divine masculine, because he's always working, right? He's always busy, or he's always working, isn't he? He's just always outright working. Does he ever eat or sleep? It doesn't look like it. He's looking very pale. Stop it, right? She wants to slap him just for a minute. It's a nice slap, though. It's a BDSM slap mixed in with anger. Just a touch of anger. And how does he reply? Let's see what he says. This is quite funny. The replication, not replication, the replying, I mean, goodness me. Replication? I don't know what's in my water today. Look, I'm only drinking water, I promise. Wow. Don't do drugs, anyone. It's bad for your health. And if you get into your heart space, you can have all sorts and kinds of fun. Like how me and Charlotte do. Look how much fun me and Charlotte have together. Look at this. Ready? Oh, she's getting madder. Can you see her? She's getting madder. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll stop that now. Sorry, Charlotte. I had to do it. Whew. What's the divine masculine gonna say? Divine feminine's in her melancholy energy, and so he's going to say something to her. I think it's going to start with, hey baby, hey sweetie, hey honey, hey darling, honey cakes. I know you love me, he says. I know you love me, but I'm just kind of not interested right at this very minute because whew, we've got this iced coffee guy. I always call him the iced coffee guy. He's crying over spilled milk. He's not seeing the love, right? See the love behind him? The Two of Cups is there waiting for him, but he's crying over what he doesn't have in his physical reality. And this is slowing him up, right? He then says, this is kind of how he's seeing the picture right now. I know that we are meant to be together. This card's shown up twice for him. And I also know that you want me to come out of this pause and be this passionate, sexy dude. Who's the dude from Greece? Like John Travolta. You know? He almost looks like he could get up and sing us a song. You're the one that I want, honey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He knows that Divine Feminine wants him to say that, but then we get this, I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm trying to feel it, but I'm not feeling it. And so what happens is he stays alone, on his own, to finish up the cycle. Right? So he's going, I don't know why I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it right now. I'm just not feeling it. Could be exhaustion from work. Could be karmic stuff. But then, the secret comes out. There's some kind of deception going on here. In the recent past, right? Mr. Divine Masculine's been overthinking. Okay, many of them had planned, believe it or not, I want to sing that song, believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. They wanted to not be free anymore and offer you an engagement or a proposal here of some kind. Maybe not a wedding proposal. For some it was going to be. Whoops. And then it got tamed. Okay? It got tamed and it became slow and it became really slow. You know, these two cards together are like, you know, it's almost like this guy is dragging this guy backwards. You know, we're not going to just be slow. We're going to go backwards. You know, the cycle hasn't ended. The boredom with his life, you know, it's kind of like a rat on a wheel. He's going around and around and around and around and around, doing the same old thing, day in, day out. Got to pay the bills, got to see the family. Maybe I should catch up with friends. Got to sleep, got to eat, and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Many divine feminines think there's some kind of skullduggery going on here. We have the devil in reverse for the divine masculine as well. He's like, well, yeah, I'm chained. Been chained to this karmic situation or location or person for some time now. And it's this very definite mirroring of what's going on with the feminine. Until the feminine can realize that she needs to come out of this on her own, this is the realization that may trigger a few divine feminines, is that, as unfair as it sounds, as soon as she comes out of this annoying place where she loves him, she doesn't, she's fine, she's not fine, she's in, she's out, she's up, she's down, she's left, she's right. As soon as she stops this stop, start, he's going to take his eyes off of his work and start focusing on committing. Alright, so the twin flame journey is all about the energy here. Many divine masculines were going to make a proposal by Christmas, but because the divine feminine was becoming distinctively unsure in her energy, the conscious part of the journey, which is the twin flame divine feminine, is affecting the divine feminine so greatly that he kind of just doesn't know why he's not feeling it. You know, but he's not feeling it because she's not feeling it. And then he is feeling it because she's feeling it. And then he's not and he is, and he's not and he is, and he's not and he is. He's kind of on a bucking bronco right now. It's like, yeehaw, 1 minute I'm horny and the next minute I don't think I want to even talk with her. And I don't even know why. Do you? Yeehaw, right? He doesn't know why. Charlotte's still pissed off that Harry spent $5,000. She's saying 5,000. She's trying to find the camera. Where's the camera? There it is. Right. $5,000 on a wedding ring, she says. Harry spent $5,000 on a wedding ring and she has no hands. I know, darling. I know it's very silly, but you can probably get a refund. So, anyway, Donkey's in the background laughing there. I don't know if you can hear him, but he is laughing very loudly. So we're going to get some soul messages now from the divine masculine, divine feminine. You got to make the choice. Do you want him or don't you? Are you going to trade him in for a new model? As if he's a tractor? Okay. Let's see what she's going to do, because you do know that in the 3D that sometimes the male who doesn't know he's a divine masculine will actually make you wait on purpose so that you miss him more. I'm just letting you know that that's actually a thing in the dating world. If he doesn't know he's a divine masculine, he may actually be doing that. Alrighty, so this is... okay, this is what he wants to say in, from his soul, okay? Please forgive me if I have been too busy. He's been a busy beaver, hasn't he? You got to notice the mixed energy coming up in these cards too. I need you more than you could possibly understand. So on one hand, he's too busy, but then he needs you more than you could possibly understand. Isn't that weird? Can you feel me in 5D? I can feel you. That's for the spiritual divine masculines. Then we've got, if we moved in together, would you like to cook for me? I love you. Charlotte's rolling her eyes. Go cook for yourself, divine masculine. She's cooked about 18,000 tacos for Harry. Okay, he then says, will you wait for me even if I take too long? And divine feminine is saying, take too damn long, you mean? What do you mean take too long? Take too damn long. My gosh, I can really feel the divine feminine. She cracks me up today. She's trying not to be in her ego, but her ego is bursting out through her heart chakra. Alright, well this one's a little bit cuter, I guess. I want you to call me an intimate name, something sexy. Is wanker an intimate name? Can we call him that? Sorry, that's probably... I don't know if you know what that means, but you could look it up in the dictionary. I should have used the swearing bell. You could state your names. What do you want to call your divine masculine down in the comment section? Let this be a competition that, we've got YouTube watching what we say, so you might need to use an asterisk or 3. But, he wants you to call him an intimate name. So be nice, divine feminine. See what intimate names you can come up with down in the comment section below. I'd be highly interested. Donkey's really having a laugh at that one. Now, he's saying, I want you to give 3 more. He's trying to be serious now. He doesn't want us to be laughing and joking. But of course, divine feminine, we're trying to keep our heart chakra open, aren't we? And so we need to laugh, even if it's at the expense of naughty divine masculine. He's very naughty. Ooh, okay. I need to, well, I can't say it out loud. I want you. There's some very cheeky messages coming through. Cheeky meaning naughty in Australia. Okay, so he's trying to make us be a bit more serious. He then says, I feel emotionally blocked right now. Can you send me a message? So if you're guided to send your divine masculine a message, that might be in the 5D or in the ethereal realm, do that. When he can, he's thinking about you. I would like to take you to the beach one day. A lot of masculines do actually fantasize about, sex on the beach. Not the cocktail, but the real thing, the real McCoy, sex on the beach. That's a big theme coming up at the moment. Alright, so they haven't forgotten about you, but divine feminine, if you need to come into this better energy and manifest your twin energetically, if you don't know how to do that, contact me and we can organize, a payment arrangement if you don't want to pay for it up front or whatever. because I really want to help as many divine feminines as I can, and that's why I made the manifesting course. So I'm mentioning that to you today again. Now, as a last little note, I'm also offering right now the chance to work with me one-on-one. You can give me some scenarios that you're going through, like let's say 20 questions, like when my divine masculine sends me a message that says, you know, I want to take a break, let's just say, how should I respond? Okay, so you would have the opportunity to ask me 20 questions, and I will send you, it's probably going to take 2 hours of video, where I'll tell you what to do in each scenario. So this would be a unique course video just for you on how to act in the 3D when he does certain things. So, you know, if he's not talking to you, what should you do? If he is talking to you, what should you say? If he says that, you can say this. If he says this, you can say this. All right? So this will kind of take the guesswork out for many. I've been thinking about doing it for a really long time. Many of you kind of know what you're doing in the 5D, but you're still not managing to manifest. So I would also suggest doing my manifesting course. But if you want your own unique course where you get to work with me one-on-one, you actually get to send me 20 questions or 20 scenarios, then that is something I'm offering, and I will add it down in the description box below so that you can see that, and how much the cost is for that as well in the description box below, because I think it's going to really help a lot of divine feminines. Because sometimes, you know, you're trying to stay in your heart space, and then they'll come in and they'll take you off guard, and they might say something like, well, you know, I'm moving to Alaska next week, and you're like, what? You know, and you might say the complete wrong thing. You might call him a dickhead, or who knows. There's lots of different scenarios that happen, but so it's going to take the guesswork out of what to do in the 3D reality, with also the tips of how to cope in the 5D. So that is going to be booking up fast. I've already got a few people who are showing interest in that. So it's first in, best dressed, you know, because it's going to be 2 hours of video content that I would send back to you, and you can keep referring back to it each time, and you'll learn what to do. So it's kind of like dating, but in the 5D twin flame journey relationship. So it's going to be kind of cool. You know exactly what to do for your exact specific situation. You know, it's not just going to be a generic video that everyone gets. You'll actually get to ask me the 20 questions or 20 scenarios, and I'll send you back exactly how you need to behave, whether you're in separation or in semi-union. Don't we love those words? In semi-union. Look at that. Even the cards are exhausted. Whew. All right. I love you all so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. And if you can donate to a charity, do that. If you don't know what charity to donate to my channel and write donation, and then I help orphans, and I help the poor, and I help lots and lots of people who are in need, okay, around the world, that is. So if you don't know where to send charity, and you want to do something nice for Christmas and New Year, and start the new year off in a wonderful way, you may very, very gladly send a donation, and it will go to something really beautiful. Okay? Bye everyone. Have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.